Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julia McNeil Crafts. So today it's time for Dawn and Julia Create. So I've chosen the challenge this time. So first of all, I've pulled out 4 sheets of paper. These are all double-sided. So we've got this here and we have flamingos in the back. We've got this one with some nice big chunky circles on the back. Some lovely polka dots, can't go wrong with polka dots. This funky thing here with a sort of marble effect on the back. Now all of these have been taken from this paper pack here, which is from B&M Bargains, and it was £2.99, and I knew that we both had it because I'd seen it Dawn haul it before. So I thought today we're going to do something slightly different. We're going to be making some embellishments. So I tried to think of things that most of you may have. So I have got added paper clips. We also have black and white gesso. If you don't, any sort of black and white paint you would be able to use. White thread, because I thought even if we don't sew, we've maybe all got those little sort of sewing repair kits, so a bit of thread. I said that we could have one basic circle die set and one basic flower die set. I've got this set and I like it because the circles are tiny. So I'm just going to use this one set. If you don't have a die cutting machine or dies, there's lots of ways you can cut flowers out by hand. And then we also have some pearls and some little diamantes. So the brief is that we're going to make 4 mini envelopes, and then we're going to make 3 sets of 4 embellishments. Okay. So, and then what we're going to do is Dawn and I are going to swap the embellishments that we make. So we're going to send it to each other in Happy Mail, and then Dawn is going to challenge us. So next month we will be making something with each other's embellishments, and I don't know what that is. So we'll find out when Dawn decides to challenge me. Now, my daughter is off sick. She has the cold, so she's not at school, and I'm down to my last day of needing to film this, so I can't spend hours in the loft like I would like. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to pause the camera here. I am going to fussy cut out some of the elements from the papers downstairs with her and do some die cutting. I'm going to have all my bits and bobs together. I will come back and we can make some stuff together. Okay, so I am back. I have been doing quite a bit of it already, to be honest, because as I said, I've had my daughter off school and not well, and I've just had to get on with it because I knew I wouldn't have a huge amount of time. So I started off making these little miniature envelopes. So what I've done is I have a little template thing here that I've used because I'm not very good at measuring, and I was going to do bigger ones but then decided I wanted cute ones. So I have cut this template out here, and I've done it out of this paper here. Okay, and then what I've done with this particular sheet of paper, because there was like loads of pattern on it, I've tried to be quite, I've tried to cut bits out of different areas so that I've got lots of different patterns on my embellishments. So this little dotty paper has come from that. So I'm just going to make this one up so you can see what I've done. So I've got 2 that I've sort of half done, and you can just see me put together, and then I've got another 2 lots of embellishments that I still have to think about what I'm doing. So what I did was I took worn lipstick and just popped that round like that. Now because I've been crafting downstairs and now I'm upstairs, I'm scanning round for my glue. Yes, I do have it. Okay, and then I just took a little bit of glue. So as I said, I have made envelopes without having a template, just measuring, like almost, getting a bit of paper and folding it in 3. And I did think about doing that, but as I said, just because I had my little girl with me and she's not well, and she's very clingy when she's not well, so yeah. The lesson is that you should be a bit more organised and get things done before last minute. But I was busy putting the last collection together, the Autumn Allspice, which you all seem to be loving, so thank you for that. I've also put the next collection together for my girls to play with, and I have just ordered 10,000 cards made out of my artwork. It's a bit scary, but exciting at the same time. So I've done lots of Scottish themed stuff, so I'm hoping to get that to various, what do you call them, like touristy shops where I live. Okay, so I just popped a bit of a paper clip on there to make a feature. I had thought about, you know, like making a little letter that popped out, and when I tried to do that it just didn't look right, so I've just kept it simple. The other thing I did was, round the bottom part, I used Distress Ink Everbow. So I'll just do that. Just highlights the edges a little bit. I always think it blends things together when you just use a bit of Distress Ink. Okay, the other thing as well, the reason I use Distress Ink is because I have hand cut this. You can tell. It's not like a die cut, you can tell it's been cut round by hand, it's a bit dodgy looking. But I always think if you're doing a project like that a little bit of Distress Ink around the edges and it's fine, you don't notice. Okay, so then I've taken my little flower that was cut out of that big paper, and then the other thing I did was I cut some of the little hearts, fussy cut some of the little hearts out of the paper. And so that is my 4 little mini envelopes done. I'll put those to the side. Okay, and I'll get on with the next embellishment. Okay, so what I did for the next lot is I cut out these little things from this paper, because I just thought having a hexagon was, so that's this paper here, so I've cut out the little hexagon shapes. I just thought it was a bit different, and I've done that for a topper. I also fussy cut the flamingos out, so this is kind of what I am doing here. So I've made those two, those are the two I've made up, and I still need to make these two up. And now I'm going to have to, where did I put my, so I've got my little flamingos, I've got my thread, I did cut some more little flowers, hang on a second, sorry. Okay, so for this particular embellishment I'm going for a much more dimensional project. So with my die cut flowers I am just shaping them. So the way I like to do that is I go on the back and just get all those petals so they come up, give them a bit of shape, and then I turn it round and just sort of push in, and that gives us a nice bit of dimension. So it just gives the embellishment a bit more interest. I like doing this a lot, as you know. I like my flowers to be dimensional. So it's quite unusual on the little envelopes, I've kept them flat, but I just thought it sort of suited that a little bit better. So what I'm doing, the reason I chose a lot of these things as extras is I thought it was stuff that we all had. So I think most people have thread knocking about, and you know, it is such a fun thing to use for an embellishment. So I'm just taking a load of it off, and this is a really cheap thread as well. It's not even a, like, I do have sort of metallic threads in my stash which I do quite like and I do use a lot, but this is just cheap thread. So I'll just blob a glue and stick that down. I realise that does look like a bit of a hot mess at the minute, but as soon as you put the flowers on it just becomes this tiny detail that pokes through the back. So layer up my flowers. Okay, like so. And do the same on this side. Actually they're quite nice as little boxes without the flamingos. Should I have 2 with the flamingos and 2 without? Decisions. I do like it with the flamingos, but I think that looks quite nice as well in its own way. Yeah, let's go for that. If Dawn doesn't like it, she might have some. She might have some spare flamingos left over. It's up to you, Dawn. Yeah, I'm going to go for that, just so that they're slightly different. Okay, so we've got some more thread. Sorry, I'm staring at a blank screen. It's very zoomed in, so I feel like I'm stretching right across my desk to make this. Okay, so stick my thread on, like so, and the flowers. And then what I might do is dot both. Now I can hear my husband and daughter in the other room. Unfortunately I can't I'm just going to have to keep filming despite the raucous that may start to appear. Apparently something's a 3. Okay. Oh, and I never shaped this one. I'll just do that now. Okay, so I've just popped a little pearl in the centre, and now, just to give this a slightly more shabby chic feel, I am going to do a bit of a dry brushing. So I've just put my gesso in the lid. When I'm dry brushing, I hold the paintbrush higher up so that I have a slightly lighter touch, and I am just literally going to brush a little bit on that. It might not seem like it makes that much of a difference, but it does just seem to sort of knock things back a little bit and tie them together, because they've all got that sort of muted, all the papers, and then have this sort of muted element that's the same, and that sort of ties them together. And what I might do is some splashes. I'm just going to move my other little embellishments out of the way, because we all know what I'm like when it comes to splashes. So I'm just going to take a little bit of my gesso. Let me see, I've got a bit of a makeshift paint palette going on over here. It's actually a bit of MDF that I was using for some gouache painting actually, which I thought was going to be going up today, but now it's probably going to go up over the weekend, so it'll be going up after this video. So I'm just watering that gesso down, and I will add some splashes to that embellishment. Oh, I like that. To me that's made a huge difference. Okay, so that's that one, and then I will pull some stuff together for the next idea. Sorry if you're hearing screaming downstairs, that is called the teeth brushing routine. It's not that a murder is being committed. Right, I have decided I really want to make some big flowers, because it just seems rude not to. It just seems such a good thing to do. Now, I quite like you see me shape flowers a lot, but I really like the look that you get when you dampen your paper. It just makes it far more pliable, and you can really, oh sorry, I'm not doing that on camera. It just makes it really pliable, and really you can squidge it up into the most immense crazy shapes. And then I'll always find as well that if I blatter this, is it going to work? Nope. Hang on a second. Yeah, I find if I blatter it with a heat gun, so I'll just do that now, that it dries in the shape better. I tend to leave it to dry naturally, it sort of falls back down. But now that is like well and truly stuck in that crazy shape. So although I shaped my flowers before, let me have a look. Okay, so these I shaped just doing it as I did before, where I just rubbed the back and then put it round, and it gives it a nice little shape, but look at the difference in that. It does look a much more dimensional, and I really want to be going for like quite a big shabby chic looking flower. So I am just going to go off camera and do all of that, because it'll take an age to do that, but I've shown you what I'm doing, and I'll come back to assemble them all together. Okay, so I have made these little flowers. They're a bit crazy, but you know, that's to me that's the point of having a handmade embellishment, to have something that you can't have. And actually, depending on how you wanted to use them, they've been designed to go that way. That's the way they were working in my head, but they actually look alright. So I did my shaped all my papers, and then we literally just layer them up together. Fairly simple stuff. Okay, now these papers have ran slightly and picked up a bit of colour from the mat while they were wet. It can happen, but that's kind of the look I was going for. I was trying to achieve a sort of very well shaped, sort of shabby chic flower, so that's okay. If you ever do this with copier paper, it works brilliantly, because the paper goes really crisp at the end. It goes really solid, which is quite nice. But yeah, wetting it does make it like, makes it so much more dimensional. So then what I've also done is I got the paper clips. This was a paper clip, and then I've just opened that up. Now this, I did discover this is not the easiest metal to work with. I don't I don't have decent round nose pliers because I've never really got into jewellery making. I've thought about it and bought beads, but all sorts of it ends up on mixed media projects. So these aren't the most beautiful swirls in the world, but you know, they do. I quite often use, because I do like creating metal swirls a lot, I quite often use like a florist wire. It's a lot thinner. But I was trying to, as I said before, going for stuff that, you know, if you're watching this video, if you're watching Dawn and I create this and you think, oh yeah, because, you know, I know we'll have created stuff that's really different. We always do. And I always get really excited. I can never wait till 4 o'clock and the two of us sort of try and sit and see what each other's done. But I was trying to do it that if you know, if you have some papers and you don't have to feel you have to go out and buy florist wires. Most of us have paper clips lying about somewhere. Okay, new toy for me, glue gun. I've never really used one before because quite frankly I don't trust myself. I think I'm liable to burn my fingers because I am somebody that gets my fingers very messy when I'm crafting. But I'm starting to take some classes and just from limitation of time, I know that I won't have time for gel medium and stuff to dry in an hour-long class. So I have got some hot glue guns. So I'm just having a play with this now. I have had a play with it the other day when I was preparing the class, but yeah, this is me still sort of coming to grips with it, and then I'm trying to pop that in without sticking my fingers in it because it's hot, strangely enough. To be honest, I'm sort of using the front of my nail. I've got quite long nails, so that's less likely to do as much damage. Okay, so I've put the thread on. Again, I think I was just wanting a bit of a shabby chic. One thing that I've realised is once it's dried off, which doesn't take long with the glue gun, you can just tweak it from the front to make it look right. So if it doesn't quite look great, then you can tweak it, it's not a problem. So I just try and straighten the bit at the bottom that I'm sticking into the glue. And then, as I said, these circles, where I'd cut them out anyway, but it just sort of hid all the workings of that. So it's another one, the glue's sort of sprayed out the back. So okay, so I'm just going to let that dry and then we'll sort it out from the front. Okay, it's now sort of dried off and cooled down, and then at this point I'll pull the wires so that I feel that they look right. As you can see, it's sort of destroyed the paper a little bit, but that's okay because what we're going to do is pop a pearl in the centre there. Oops. Like so. And then I am going to have put some of my gesso on my strange makeshift palette again. Just water that down, and then we shall add some white splashes. Actually, that's splashing better than it was earlier, so I'm just going to redo these ones while I'm at it. Okay, I might actually just pull the threads out of those a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to tidy that up, and then we're on to our final lot of embellishments. Okay, so I think for my last embellishment I am going to make some altered paper clips. I keep doing this off camera, so sorry. I made some altered paper clips early in the year and I really loved them. It was so addictive, it was such an addictive thing to do. And I was trying to avoid the altered paper clip thing, so that I was going for something that was less than obvious. But no, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna go for it because why not? Let me see. don't know if I want that. I'll work it how I want it. So I'm thinking that I will do two green and 2 pink. Okay. Get there in the end. Is that done as well? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay, and the other thing, I don't know if it'll work with this, whilst I was cutting out my hexagons, oh yeah, the leftover bits, there was these sort of little banner shaped bits, so I thought they would work quite well. So I want that way. Okay, hang on, I'll stop faffing about. Okay, so I don't know what I was attempting to do earlier, make it look far more complicated than it needed to be. Just slide it on as you would a normal paper clip. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll just work on 2 of them. I'll work on the green and blue one, and then I will probably make them the next lot the same, and then I'll show you everything when it's completed. So I'm just going to stick a bit of glue and fold that over to secure that. Okay, and I will do the same again here. And then I will just have a look to see where my distress inks are, just by my side. So Dawn and I had a lovely blether on the phone the other day. It was great, because normally we just message each other, but we were proper FaceTiming each other for ages. So we came up with the idea sometime that we should do some craft shopping together. See if we do end up fighting for the same products, or buy products for each other. Give each other a budget and have to, or something or other. But we do live at other ends of the country, so we were half considering meeting in the middle. So if that's something you would like to see, let us know in the comments below. We think it would be fun. Be nice to meet in person. Okay, so I've used Evergreen Bow on the green ones and Worn Lipstick on the pink one. Okay, and then I am going to add these little, because I think they're cute. As I said, when I was cutting out the hexagons, I was getting little bits left like that, so I think that's quite cute. So I'm going to put those on, and then I think I'm going to need an adjoining strip of some description, and then we will just sort of embellish it all up. Let's see what we have here. I think I need a thin strip of paper, so I will maybe go for, oops, or maybe yeah, what I'm going to do is, with some of the leftover papers, I am just going to grab my guillotine and cut it into strips. So yeah, I think I'll just maybe take myself off camera while I do that. Okay, so as I said, I've just grabbed a whole load of the paper and cut it in 2 little strips, and let's build some layers up. So I'm just edging this because to try and build a little bit of definition, because I'm going to be putting lots of different layers on, and we'll see how we get on with that. Okay. So let's have the usual black trick. I deliberately allowed myself a black pen. I don't think I've barely used it. It's unlike me. Normally everything gets a black thing. I think it's because I've been sort of going for like maybe more softer, shabby chic look. Okay, and then I'm thinking I still have a couple of these flamingos cut out. Do we have that? And then maybe, what have we got? What have I got? That's okay, let me see. Let me see, this flower looks looks quite, we're down to the remnants now. The remnants. So this is back to Julia's usual faffing now. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I like that. And then, should we have a pink on top or just keep it white? Yeah, I think something like that's quite fun. Right, so I need to, I'm just throwing a bit of paper at myself. Probably should have edged this before I glued it to the paper clip. But hey ho, we'll do something. It's a design feature. Okay. So I will glue these little bits down. And we will see how we get on. It's funny because there's a lot of these ones that I've done today have sort of like been making them and then showing you how I made it, so it's a lot less faffing. But the very first videos I made, that's kind of what I'd done. I'd pre-made a card and then sort of then put on how to make it. So it's almost a bit like that. So do you like that? Or do you like just watching me faff? Not sure anyone would like watching me faff, but yeah, now I've become a lot more, I think probably because I'm less nervous, I just like craft and see what happens, rather than being a bit more prepared. But if you do like this style, I could definitely do some like that every so often. Right, so I've layered those two up like that. And then I'll chop it down to make it even. And then I think I'll stick my flamingo one first. I've not cut him out very well because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to use him, so I wasn't about to cut all around the feet properly if I ended up chopping the legs off anyway. But seeing as they're going to be visible, I will just chop that a little bit. Okay. So I'm thinking that flamingos that I've cut out will work quite good on the green background because then they stand out a little bit, don't they? And then I'll do something else with the pink ones. Okay. And I will stick my flower down. So this time again I'm going for a more flat embellishment. But I think I've got a mix with what we've got, so hopefully it's okay. I'm hoping Dawn likes them. It's going to be interesting using each other's creations in our own creation. That's going to be quite entertaining. I almost can't wait till next month now. Just to see how it all pans out. Okay. Oops, a bit heavy-handed with the glue there. Put that there. Okay, and then I feel the need to do some doodling because I've not done any in this entire video, and you know, it's just needs it. It wouldn't be me. Dawn would be disappointed, I'm sure, if she received something from me and it didn't have doodling on it. That's my excuse anyway, I'm sticking to it. There we go. Okay, like. And then maybe we can just grab a few pearls and pop them down the side. Okay, I've got a seepage of glue there. I'll have to sort that. Maybe we'll just pop a few little pearls down the side there. Okay. Oops. Okay, so that's the green one, and I will do something very similar with the other green one. Okay, and let's do something with the pink one. Okay, so Okay, let's maybe go for that. Oh, I've lost my pattern. It's so late. Now I'll be going down and video editing it. That's okay. That's okay. Because my daughter is most likely to be off school today, and I've got a crazy amount to do. As I said, I'm doing my first class tomorrow, and I've kind of, well, I have prepared. I know what I'm doing, but I've just got a few bits and pieces still to sort of sort out. I've done everybody's, like, I've put their packs together and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm following the same formula as I did before, but this time I'm not going to have the flamingo on it because it's going to get lost in the background of that, because we've got pink against pink. So I instead will do something else. I'm not completely sure what. I don't actually have a huge amount of, I have to go and cut some more bits and bobs, but hopefully I can do it out of a little box of treats that I've created. Whoops. Ugh. See? Everyone's like, check with Julia, she can do it without making a mess. I just made a mess. Actually, with doing little banners like this more often or not, what I would do, grab a bit of spare paper there. More often than not, what I do is put it down like that, and you not use the chisel nib, use the other side, use the bullet nib, and just draw round like so. And then you tend to find that you get a neater edge, and it doesn't bleed into it. So that's generally how I would go about doing that. Okay, we'll pop that one on there like so. Oops, cloggy glue. Well, I'm quite impressed because I've had a glue gun for like a week and I've not caused myself any sort of major injury. So, you know, personally I think that's quite good going. Okay, what have we got? I've got some circles that I've not used. Would that be quite nice? I am faffing. We could do. Still got some more. It's a bit big for that. Could we do? Let's have a look. Either that or I'm going to be rummaging the paper for more embellishments. Would a flamingo suit that? Maybe actually. Yeah, maybe that could look okay. Dooby dooby doo. Sorry. I'm rummaging through my pockets, not even seeing anything, just seeing silence and staring at a screen. Drop his legs off. Oh. Yeah, I think that will do. Let me kind of glue all of that down. Now we need to do the edging as well. Right, having done that in black, I'm aware that some of my edges aren't overly even. So I'm just going to trim that slightly. And even that up. Okie dokie. Right, so I'm going to put one of these down. And I'm going to stick my flamingo down. Lovely noises. I'm doing some lovely spluttering sounds there. Okay. And we'll put another one there. Yep, I think I'm going to go with a big circle as well. Why not? Okay. What I'd really like is to put a bit of something on it, but it's not on the list. You know, like a little... Shall I be naughty? Shh, don't tell Dawn. Don't tell Dawn. There you go. Oh, what's really bad is I set the challenge today as well. It looks so much better to me now though that it's got a sentiment in it. Oh dear. Oopsie. Right, and then I will put a little, actually I want a big pearl. Where's my big pearls gone? Okay. Okay, so that is all my embellishments complete for Dawn. For these ones I just finished off by putting a little pearl in the thing, and I will message Dawn to tell her that I've put myself on the naughty step. So yeah, got my altered paper clips, my little envelopes, my kind of shabby chic chunky flowers, and then these little sort of hexagon topper things. So I'm hoping that Dawn likes these, and I can't wait to see what she does with them. So please do hop on over to Dawn now. She is an amazingly talented crafter, and I know she'll have done an amazing job with this challenge. I can't wait to see what she's done. And if you've enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will be back again very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.